Welcome back to Learning with Lisa. In this episode, we'll practice subtraction with regrouping. We will do 4 problems. The first problem will be just your basic subtraction without regrouping, and the other ones will have regrouping. When we subtract, we start with a minuend. 497 is our minuend in this problem. It goes on top. The subtrahend is 52. That will go on the bottom. Then after we subtract, we'll have an answer called a difference. So our first problem, 497 minus 52. Okay, notice I lined up my ones places in a nice column and my tens places in a nice column. My hundreds place is by itself because there's no hundreds place in the subtrahend. This is just your basic subtraction. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 goes below that column. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 goes below that column. And 4 minus nothing is 4. My difference here is 445. Next problem. 3,418 minus 325. Notice my ones place is lined up and every place next to it is lined up. 8 minus 5 is 3. 1 minus 2 cannot be done without running into negative numbers, and we are doing whole numbers today. So I will cross off this 1, and I will cross off that 4 to help me remember what to do when I'm regrouping. I will take this 4 and make it into a 3, subtract 1 from that digit, and I will add 10 to this digit, making it an 11. This was a 1. When I add 10 to it, it gets to be 11. In other words, I'm just putting a 1 before this digit. Okay? So if it was 1, it becomes 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. And 9 goes below that column. 3 minus 3 I can do. I get 0. And 3 minus nothing is 3. So my difference is 3,093 in this problem. The next problem will have several regroupings in a row. Line that one up a little bit better. 2,356 minus 1,477. Subtracting 6 minus 7. 7 is bigger than 6, so I cannot subtract that. I'm going to cross off 6 and the digit next to it. Subtract 1 from this digit, so 5 becomes a 4. Put a 1 in front of the 6, in other words, adding 10. That becomes a 16. Now I can do this. 16 minus 7 is 9. 4 minus 7, can't do it. 7 is bigger than 4. So I cross off 2 numbers. This 1 becomes smaller, 3 becomes a 2. This one gets bigger, I put a 1 in front of it, that becomes a 14. 4 becomes a 14. Now I can subtract. 14 minus 7 is 7. 2 minus 4, can't do it. 4 is bigger than 2. Cross off 2 numbers. This one becomes smaller. This one gets bigger, putting a 1 in front of the 2 to make it a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. And 1 minus 1 is nothing. If the far left digit in your whole number is nothing, is 0, then you don't need to write it in your difference. So my difference is just 879. One last problem with a bunch of zeros in the minuend. So 4,000 minus 2,876. All right, I have a bunch of digits that I can't subtract. So I'm going to start here on the right, just like normal. I cannot take 6 away from 0. 6 is bigger than 0, so I cross off 2 numbers. There's nothing to take away from that 0, so I need to keep going until I find something that I can take away. Here's 4. I can take something away from 4. So I take 1 away from 4, turn that into 3. Now I take that 1 that I took away and put it in front of this 0, and I get a 10. I'm still not ready to subtract on my right yet, so I need to keep going. Take 1 away from this 10, make it a 9, and put a 1 in front of this 0. Make it a 10. I'm still not all the way to the right, so I need to keep going. Cross that 10 off, take 1 away, make it a 9. Put a 1 in front of this 0, making it a 10. Now I'm finally on the right and I can start subtracting. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 8 is 1. And bring my comma down. 3 minus 2 is 1. So my difference is 1,124. Thank you for watching Learning with Lisa. I'll see you next time.